Yo, wait, bro, I just realized my freaking camera's not even on. That's insane. Yo, wait. Oh, Jesus, I'm playing myself. Hold on, man. What is going on? I need to switch. I'm actually just breaking everything. Okay, headphones, boom. Turn my camera on. Perhaps that might actually be useful so that people can see me. Okay, how do I... Hold on, bro. Properties. Boom. Activate. Here we go. Hey, there we go. Now we're back. Yo, don't mind the mess back there behind me. It's not trash at all. Okay. I'll just scoot this over. Bang. All right, boom. Oh god, my chat's just broken. Dude, everything's actually just okay. Also, I swear to God, I'm not trying to copy Joe Bartolozzi, and I just happen to be wearing shit. Like, bro, I swear I have shirts. I'm not trying to copy him. He's a funny guy, but dude, not here to copy his feng shui. He can be the beanie guy. I'll just be the bandana dude with glasses and long hair. I'm actually just better. Just kidding. Anyways, dude, where is my chat? This is garbage. Can you refresh, please? Yeah, bro, my chat's dead. What is happening? Those are uh, properties. Oh, dude, what is happening? Docs. Yeah, okay. Hold on, wait. Maybe it's just. Yeah, okay. That's awesome. My Streamlabs is absolutely killing itself. What the hell, man? Don't tell me I'm gonna have to fix this every time. Oh my goodness, bro. The OG Viking pilot, 99 viewers. Dude, I used to watch him back when he had like 5, maybe 10. Where? Alright, bro. I guess I'll just use Twitch as my freaking chat because my you just closed a document. Okay. Awesome. All right, here's the thing, bro. Is my stream lagging? That's all I want to know. Bro, cuz I was looking at I was reviewing my dude, what is it called, bro? The VOD. There we go. I was reviewing the VOD and I saw how like jumpy it was. I was like, dude, this is unwatchable. My voice was fine, but dude, it was like completely unwatchable. So laggy. I turned down the bit rate, so hopefully that helps. This is insane. Should I get some music going? I don't think I need to. So whatever. Dude, I was low-key thinking, bro, like I should do IRL, like just quick little snippets, like while I'm at work. I have to be careful though, because if my boss sees me, bro, he'd actually just like have a conniption. But I think it'd be kind of cool to like have some snippets, bro, of just like me out there doing random shit, showing the day to day on a small little company like that. Wild. Okay. All right. So, okay, there we go. Fixed that. Bang. Cool. That's all good. Boom, bam, bop. Okay, I think everything's working now. It doesn't look like it's lagging. I guess we'll see whenever I look at the VOD to see if that's still laggy. Looks like I'm good. Let's see here. I don't even know what to do, bro. Because I'm gonna have to go in like 2 hours to go to the gym. So, what do I do for 2 hours? I could just yap. But who here actually wants to listen to me yap about nothing? That's crazy though. I actually was like, I started the stream, bro, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna have so much I could freaking yap about. Just like random stuff. I like actually ideas that I was gonna talk about. Hit start streaming, nothing. It's gone. I don't even know. Just absolutely nothing. It's really cool. Should I spam people? Get them in here? Probably not. It looks like everybody's not even home yet. This is a horrible time to stream. I was just bored, you know. This is like the only time that I'd have in a weekday. Just chilling here for a couple hours before I go to the gym. Hmm. Who do we got? Is anybody online? Let's see here. My friends list. Yeah, bro, there's like 2 people online. It's over. I'm actually thinking though, I could do like little short. Dude, I always hated on TikTok though, but like, should I actually get one and do like little shorts or something? It could be interesting, just on the job. I should get like one of those little GoPros you can put on your hard hat, so you can like see what I'm doing with my hands and shit. Maybe that'll actually like motivate me to work. Cause like, bro, today I'm not gonna lie, dude. I didn't do anything, bro. I didn't do anything at all, bro. I think it would be kind of fire though if I got like a little GoPro for the hard hat. That could go pretty good. It'd be fire. It wouldn't be a live stream. That would be sick, but it wouldn't be a live stream. Because like if something happened, bro, like that would be bad. But no, dude, I could record a little bit, throw it in like a quick editor, just chop it up, just show people like what my day to day is, bro. Throw it on TikTok or something. Quick little snippets. Like right now, bro, I'm working on the most annoying thing in the world. Bro, if you're an electrician, and I guarantee you absolutely nobody here watching is an electrician, unless you're just one of my coworkers, which, bro, I should actually tell my coworkers to come and watch me. That would be fire. Dude, unless you're an electrician, bro, those of you out there, plug mold, oh my god, it sucks. It's actually trash. It's the worst. But anyways, I've gotten pretty good at it. Just the other day, bro, I put up just under 72 feet. I think I said this in the freaking first stream I did yesterday. I put up like 72 feet in like 5 hours. That is the fastest I've ever worked on plug mold. Dude. And so like I could show people like what the method is, bro. You gotta have either Wagos, like those little 2-slot Wagos, bro, or you get those little tiny orange and blue wire nuts. You gotta have one of those, dude. If you're trying to use reds, good luck, buddy. You're cooked. It's gonna take you like a freaking 30 minutes just to do one connection. It's actually bad. I hate plug mold. I'm wondering like what I think honestly the worst thing in electrical, like being an electrician, is working on fucking plug mold. If you're like a commercial electrician, obviously industrial, I have no idea. That shit probably has some nasty stuff that you got to work on. Because like the thing is, dude, like some people might argue that putting up big conduit or like pulling really large wires sucks, or making up service with large wires sucks. I actually don't mind that kind of stuff. Like, it's something hard like that where you actually got to use your strength, like bend that wire and make up the stuff. It takes you like all day to make up a service. Like, I actually like that stuff. Just time goes by quick. You're actually using your freaking strength to do something. It doesn't feel like you're wasting your day. You're actually putting effort into it. Plug mold, dude, it is so finicky. Like, it actually sucks. It's the worst. You can't get into a groove with it. I forced myself into a groove the other day, like last Friday. That's when I put up that 72 feet. I just freaking I told my buddy who was on the site. I was like, "Look, bro, I'm going to put in my earbuds. Don't talk to me. Like, do not talk to me, bro." And so I did. I put my earbuds in, just blasted some music, dude. Some like freaking, dude, I don't even know, just like random songs. I had my, I use like the DJ on Spotify. Sometimes it gives me some bangers, dude. Fire bangers. But then half the time it's like complete trash music. Cause like, dude, I love to meme at work. If I got a speaker, dude, I'll play some of that like AI. I don't know if y'all know what Glorb is, dude. My coworkers fucking hate me for that shit. My best supporter. There she is, guys. Look at her. Look at that VIP too. Told you. Dude, I should mod you actually. Should I give you that power? I don't know. Maybe not yet. You don't even know how Twitch works. This is your first time here. First time chatter. Welcome in. Anyways, as I was saying, like, dude, yeah, just put in my earbuds, put on DJ, just shuffled random music. And man, I just went, bro. I think like multiple times people tried to talk to me throughout the day, like random coworkers. And I hope they didn't get the wrong idea because I just like completely ignored them. I'd look at them and they were looking at me and it looked like they wanted to say something. And I just walked right past them. It was it. Like, you're at work? Yeah, I don't know why you're on here. I know you're at work. I mean, I appreciate the visit, but I don't know, dude. But plug mold, man. Like, if you know, you know, bro. I'm trying to think what else sucks as a commercial electrician. MC's got to be up there, man. MC cable. Like, if you know how to pull it through studs, like you're chilling. But it's so messy, dude. Like, I'm someone who doesn't use gloves very often, just because I think they get in the way. Like, I can't be so fine tuned with my hands. I don't really wear gloves often, but dude, that MC, bro, is so nasty. And don't even get me started on if like you got to pull that MC back. You're like you pulled it down the wrong side or something. You got to pull it back. It gets caught on like every single stud. You you can't just pull it out. It is horrible. Like, I don't know. I cannot tell you how many times I've raged trying to like pull back MC, or like if you got too much slack and you don't want to waste like 20 feet of MC. I don't know how we always manage to get 20 feet extra of MC. It just happens. Sorry, I just keep hitting the mic. Hello. Hi. Dude. But we always end up like 20 feet extra. Ah. Hi, spammer. Okay, buddy. Yeah, so you're gonna get out of here now. How can I not freaking. Oh, see, he already got caught. None of y'all saw that. Troll. Oh man. Yeah, it didn't even show up. Cool. don't even know what this is. Okay. None of y'all saw that, but some freaking dude just tried to spam again. Dude, I hate spam bots, man. Like, why are you coming here to spam? I have freaking 2 viewers, and I'm pretty sure one of them is me. Like, just so I can edit the freaking or mod the chat. Like, I have basically 0 viewers outside of me and my girlfriend, and they're trying to spam me with links. So annoying. Yep. What do you think? Should I get like a little GoPro for my hard hat and do like IRL videos? I think that would be sick. I would just have to I just have to hide it from my freaking boss. Oh my god, you're spending your time during the day doing videos? I'm like, bro, if you watched the videos, you'd see I'm working, you know? No, they wouldn't like that very much. But I think it would be cool. Nah, dude, I wouldn't get in trouble. First of all my freaking bosses, like none of my bosses are under like 50 years old. I don't even think they know what Twitch is or YouTube. Well, they know what YouTube is, but it's like they're not gonna be able to find me, you know? Especially, dude, if I made like a TikTok for it, like if I made like little shorts or something, dude, they're not gonna find that unless like one of my coworkers outs me, which I know they're not gonna do that. They're chill, dude. I'm telling you, Gen Z's taking over the workforce, man. Like 70% of our workforce is like under the age of 25, me included. It's actually kind of sick. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, I had so much I was gonna yap about while I was like fixing stuff, and I just like completely freaking forgot. You got any topics I should talk about? My favorite supporter. Oh, dude, I gotta have like a full screen. Hold on. Make a scene. Scene two. I might disappear for a second. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So I take Spanish ad L. Okay. Well, while those guys go through ads, I'm gonna try and fix my. Oh, I know you. I know you can't see me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um. Okay. I'm back for a second. Can I just like duplicate this? Hold on. Duplicate. Okay, there we go. And then I can just delete this. Make myself. This might be like scary if I do this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. If I make myself like freaking giant. What's up, guys? Bang. Okay, boom. Then I can just move this guy up. Dude, hey, I don't pick the ads. The ads are specialized for you. Okay. Bang. There we go. Okay, so now I'm full screen. Got my chat up there. It's just one person. We can delete this guy. Boom, bam, bop. I bet. Nope. I didn't mean to click that. I meant to stop. Okay. Dude, I'm so bad at this. How do I freaking delete that? Okay, we're back. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen again. See, like my freaking stream going black every 2 seconds. I'm goated at this. Okay, I'm really good at streaming. Eventually, I'll be set up with like be right back screens or like just starting screens. I'll be professional one day. We gotta work up to it. We'll get there. React to videos, pretty please. Do you have a video that you want me to react to, or just like any video? Cause like I'll react to any video. I don't care. Just like, God, you're so bad at giving me ideas. Just any video out of all of YouTube. Okay. Oh, let me see if I can pull something up here. I'm not doing another Mr. Beast, bro. That was trash. I don't even know why I reacted to that last time. Let's see what I got here. Dude. We could watch. What in the world is that? We could watch like mega projects. We could watch. Dude, I do like some. Not philosophy. I do like some theoretical physics stuff. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about that. I do like theoretical physics. Let's see if I can find something for that. Physics. That is not how you spell physics. Okay, let's see here. Theory of everything. Nah. A Veritasium here. He's always good. Do theories because I feel like you're mostly into those. Yeah. Yeah, it is one of my strengths. I gotta find a good video though. It's always Kurzgesagt. Dude, how do you say that name? Kurzgesagt? Is that dude? It's like Kurzgesagt. Like I've never been able to say that name. What do we got here? Infinite Pass. Oh, dude, where's the video about dude, where's the one about quantum immortality, bro? That's one that I like to talk about a lot. I actually talked about that today with some of my coworkers. Dang, bro, yeah, don't let your boss get mad at you. The sleepy scientist, bro. Okay, hold on. Where's the quantum immortality? Where's it at, man? Sleepy science. Okay, you know what? Let's do like a random video. Let's just do this one.
Quantum entanglement.
No, shut up, bro.
Everything you.
No, we're not. Wait for me. Okay. Okay. Bang. Yep. We got that image. Turn that off. All right. Video by this guy. He's got 31K. Apparently, I've watched this video before, or like I was like somewhat into it. Oh my god, it's 4 hours. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Okay, maybe we might pick a different one. I didn't realize how long this was. Okay. Okay. Quantum immortality. Let's see. Quantum immortality. Let's see what we got. I think there's a Kurz cassette video for it, right? Or should we watch the Cool Worlds guy? He seems like he gets in depth to it. He's got 36. Everybody knows Kurz cassette. Joe Rogan. Okay. Let's see what this guy's got.
It's
Cool Worlds, 1 mil. I don't need to shout him out. I've got like 3 viewers. But he's there. You know, if you want to watch the original video by yourself without my dumbass rants, please feel free to go to him. And if this guy ever sees my freaking stream and he doesn't want me to ever review his videos again, like, that's totally cool, bro. Just let me know. And I'll even take down the VOD. I don't care. Like all you.
It's easy to think that quantum mechanics is.
I don't know how loud this is. And I have nobody here to check. Okay. I guess I'll put it up here. How loud is
Just
that?
a theory about tiny particles, nothing more. But what if I told you that it might predict that you can never truly die? Quantum
I
immortality.
think that's a good
Quantum theory tells us that the world
volume.
behaves in ways that defy classical determinism, famously described by Einstein as God playing.
Yeah, no, he didn't like that very much. For those who know or don't know, Einstein had like a whole thing, bro, where he was like, "Fuck this shit," because he did not like the idea of stuff being random. Like he hated that. Anyways, let's get into
Dice.
this.
Left to their own, particles don't have definitive positions or velocities. They are everywhere and nowhere all at once. In truth, quantum
Yeah.
mechanics is perhaps best understood as a theory of superposition.
Okay. Yeah. So particles are also waveforms, stuff like that. If I'm kind of a I like quantum physics and stuff. I could never do the math, bro. I could never explain you like how the math works out or whatever, but I can talk to you about the ideas. Yeah, it's really interesting when you think that everything like electrons, proton or not protons, photons, there we go. Like the second you measure them, they just like stop behaving how you would expect. Shit like the double slit experiment. I'm sure he'll get into it. Who's this guy? I don't know. But
For
yeah,
example, an isolated electron does not have a sharp spin up or spin down state. Rather, it is quite literally in a superposition of both at once. It's only when we look at it that the electron seems to choose. This behavior is most
dude.
clearly illustrated with the famous double slit
Yeah, dude, I was just
experiment.
about to say that.
Gradually
Double slit
shoot
experiment,
just
bro.
one
It's so
electron
weird.
at a time
Like
against a wall with two small holes
everything
in it, and
acts
you'll get an interference
as a waveform until you measure it. Well, not I don't know about everything, but like with electrons, you get the electron cloud around an atom, which is basically just like a probability of the electron being anywhere at some given time. And then until you measure it, you have no idea where it is. And the thing is, dude, when you measure the electron, you're just going to get 1 point. Like you're not going to see where it's moving. You're just going to, when you measure it, you just see, okay, it was here at this time, but where is it after that? You have no idea. You have to like measure it every single moment to even get an idea. And it's going to behave like a, it's going to behave like a particle as you're measuring it. But if you're not looking at it, it does something completely different. It just interacts like a field, magnetic field or whatever.
interference pattern on the other side.
Dude, I might be completely wrong actually. So don't quote me on any of this. I'm just gonna let the guy talk. Hold on.
Somehow, even a single electron acts as if it travels through both slits at once, producing that interference pattern.
Yeah, there you go.
Indeed, the electron acts just like a wave, with phase maxima constructively interfering to create peaks and minima combining into troughs. But if we put a detector on one of those holes, thereby allowing us to track which hole it went through, the interference pattern disappears and we just are left with two smudges.
Yeah. So you can't measure them because they'll do something else. The Devil's Slit experiment, I think they actually used photons, like they used light. He was saying that they used electrons. I don't know. Dude, honestly, I don't even need to watch this video to freaking rant about quantum immortality. So actually, I'm just gonna freaking rant, dude. I don't even care. Good video, bro. You can go watch it on your own. I'm just gonna rant because I'm a nerd. Okay. So basically, quantum immortality. You, as a being of consciousness, right? For every probability that there is, basically why he was explaining the whole superposition thing, where like an electron is doing everything all at once until measured. That measure is like essentially, if you think about it as you make choices in your day to day, every possibility of what happens in your life could happen, right? So, dude, how do I explain this without sounding like a freaking moron? So essentially, let's say you flip a coin, right? It could land on heads or tails. Essentially, the idea of it bounces off of the mini worlds theory, where there's like an infinite amount of alternate universes, I guess you could say, but not. Oh, sorry, just absolutely destroyed my mic. Okay, but not in terms of space. Like you're not. There's not like bubbles, like different universes separate from each other on like a grander multiverse platform. Okay, it's multiple universes, but like layered on top of each other through time, not space. Anyway, so you flip a coin, right? Anything that could happen to that coin happens in some other timeline, right? That coin could land heads, could land tails, could land perfectly on its, you know, edge, could continue going up indefinitely and like go through your ceiling or something and just go into space, even without that much force. Like literally anything you can think of to that coin could happen. It could just explode, whatever. Like anything could happen to that coin. And so the idea is everything actually does happen. Every potential outcome happens, and it's like it splits the universe in a way where it's like every outcome happens, except your consciousness is going to follow the world where it maybe not it makes most sense. It's better to describe it in the sense where it deals with your life and death, right? Using a coin outcome, like technically, yes, that's true. Every single outcome does happen. Every choice ever, every probability ever happens. Like you could spontaneously combust at any second. And so every single second, it's like the universe rolling dice. Like they said with what Einstein hated about it was every single moment of your life, the universe just rolls dice to see what happens. Except in this theory, everything happens every single second, every moment of time, everything happens at once. And so there's the super easy to understand idea where you are in a room next to a bomb, you know, that has a 50% chance of exploding every second. So every single second, there's a 50, like basically it's a coin flip to see is it going to explode or not. 50% chance every single second. And to you, the idea of quantum immortality is that both outcomes do happen. Every single second, there's a universe where you explode, and there's a universe where you don't. But from your point of view, your consciousness is going to follow the one path where you're alive, and there will always be a path where you're alive. There will be an infinite amount of universes where you die, but there's only one path where you live forever, right? So that bomb is going to, every single second, it's going to go off. But from your perspective, from no one else's, only your perspective, it will never explode. It will only ever explode until you're far enough away that it can't kill you. And then now there's other possibilities, right? There's other possibilities. I guess technically you could argue that there is a chance, unless you like, okay, if you restrict the laws of physics or the rules of this so that it has to either explode or not, like it's a 50%, like it can't have a chance of becoming a dud. It can't have a chance of like breaking itself and just never exploding again. No, like if you say that this bomb has to explode or doesn't through that 50% chance every second, you could still argue that there's more than just two possibilities of you either dying or not. Maybe the bomb does explode, but then there's a universe where you get out with just grave injuries, like you just get lucky. And so there's a chance that that could happen. And maybe your consciousness might even go to that universe. And so it's not to say that you should live your life with risk. Like you can still get in a car crash in your life. But from your point of view, maybe you'll only get injured. Maybe you'll only break an arm or something, you know. But from your perspective, the idea of quantum immortality is that from your conscious perspective, you will never die. Any chance that there is that you survive, you will, but only from your own perspective. So you need to realize like everybody else around you, they are not entitled to that um, immortality that you have. Right now, from their perspective, they have the same thing. Everybody has the same thing from their own perspective. But what I'm saying is like, if someone else is viewing you from outside the room, like let's say you're in this room with this bomb that blows up, has a chance of blowing up every second. If somebody's outside the room looking through like a bulletproof window or something, to them, they might see you blow up and then they'll just live the rest of their lives in their own parallel universe where you don't exist anymore. And maybe the longest path that they live, like their path of what you could say is path of least resistance for their consciousness, maybe their path is completely separate from yours. So they could live the rest of their immortal lives, assuming this is a real theory, without you existing. It's only from your own frame of reference. Welcome back. You just missed the entire rant. I actually just gave up on watching the video because I just wanted to rant about it. Because I knew if I just let this guy play the video, I would forget to speak. And then it would just be like a horrible reaction where I just didn't let it, or I just didn't say anything. Which at that point, then I'm just watching a video. Quantum Russian roulette. I bet you he was probably going to use an example of Russian roulette for the same thing like I did. Like, technically, I have a 1 in 6, right? Every time you spin it, you got a 1 in 6. But from your perspective, you'll never die. But the person you're playing with might see you get bopped, you know? That's always cool. What's some other stuff? Dude, I feel like I'm not really much of a reaction guy. Like, I'll just rant. Like, I'll just ramble on about random stuff. I don't even need a video. I just need a topic. Always fun to talk about that. Talk about stuff. Quantum immortality. Like for me personally, I take the quantum immortality thing a little further. Rant about like futuristic things then. Okay. Futuristic things as in what? Like the future of like give me a thing. Like just the future, because that's a really broad topic. Rant about futuristic things. I mean, like you could always talk about the future of AI. Everybody's scared of that. I think there's many things that could happen with that. I mean, it's anybody's guess. Futuristic things. You think the future may be? There's many things. Well, yeah, that's a really broad thing. Like what the future might be like. I mean, there's so many variables. I mean, the immediate thing that we have to worry about is AI, obviously. I mean, that's kind of like the biggest issue. And it all depends on it's supposed to be broad so you can rant. I don't know, bro. I like specific topics. But I guess okay, we're talking about the future. Let's see. The immediate future is going to be man, what's going on in the world right now? Like they're like a potential war or something. I heard news about that. That seems like interesting, I guess. I don't really pay attention to news much. I guess that's a big deal. Um the Super Bowl happened. That was I mean, that's the past now, so I'm just going backwards. Wrong direction. Let's see. Future. Big ideas. again, I can't really get away from AI because that's kind of like all there is right now. Like that's the big next thing, and whether we get past that or not is really kind of the telltale of whether we're even going to have a future. I genuinely think there is a world where AI works for the better, but it's not going to happen with the O heads in office. Like they're going to freak out. Like old people running the world, they can barely send a freaking email, which has been around for like 30 years. Are we really going to trust them to make policy about a conscious, a potentially conscious, potentially considered living thing that lives in digital space? Like they suck at making policy for the internet as is. Like there's been so many new policies. I shouldn't even say new. Like in the past 2 years, trying to control like just the way the internet is with all these different policies and stuff, and like everybody online hates it. And it's like, dude, y'all have no idea how any of this works. I can't see it going well if these same people are the ones making policy about a potentially brilliant digital mind. Like we could work great with them. From the little bit that I've seen from the you know, AI chat bots, I mean that's not even like 1%, dude. I just absolutely blasted my monitors. Soon, you think Gen Z is gonna be running soon? I think like the oldest. Hold on, who's the oldest Gen Z? Isn't it like 28, like 30 or something? Who's the oldest Gen Zer? Let me see here. Oldest Gen Z. 29 years old, so like not even in their 30s, bro. So hold on. President age requirement. 35. Yeah, so we have a minimum of 6 years before any of us can even have a chance to run for president. So, like, we basically have to somehow hold off the exponential growth of AI for the next 6 years for the chance that a Gen Zer gets in office and can actually make a policy that makes sense. Because I seriously, personally, I do not trust any of the O heads that are in office to make any sort of logical policy for something that substantial. I don't see it. So I mean, I feel like we're kind of cooked, dude. Unless somehow freaking somebody makes a new law that allows us to lower the age limit, like I don't think that's a good idea necessarily. Like don't get me wrong, I love young minds, but I feel like you do need a little bit of experience in life to run as a president for the United States. Then again, I guess anybody my age would be infinitely better than the freaking dementia ridden grandpas that are currently president. Dude, I don't know. I feel like we're cooked right now because AI, especially AGI, which is automated general intelligence, which is the step up from AI. Basically, that just means a sentient AI. That's that could be this year, bro. Like it could be soon. It could be this year, next year. Robots coming to Earth. I mean, we already have robots. Are you talking like alien robots or just like oh, dude, I don't know. I feel like robots, like I said, dude, we could work together fine with AI if we go about it properly. It's just we're trusting like the human ones that can take jobs. Yeah, it's the thing is AI, it's going to change society. Whether we're whether Gen Z is the one making the right thing, like the right choices, or the old people figure out, okay, maybe we should actually listen to the young guys that know how technology works, or the people, making the AI. Now, then again, the people making the AI, they're just doing it. Half of them are doing it for money, more than half. There's some of them that actually care about its usefulness and like actually want to see it do something. Most of them are just doing it for money. Like they just want to collect everybody's information. Like it is what it is. Um, but dude, it's gonna change no matter what happens. If the governments try to shut it down and like take control of it for themselves, or we coexist with it, it's gonna change society completely. You're gonna have to live in a world where, yeah, AI is going to take jobs, and hopefully it's gonna be the jobs that nobody wants to work. Like, bro, send them to the freaking oil rigs, send them to the freaking mines, dude. Have them do all the hard shit that humans don't want to do. I absolutely hate the fact that the first thing they went for is creative work. They came out the gate taking the one thing that makes humans unique, our creative process. Like, instantly out the gate, they just took humans' most valuable trait, creativity. Our minds to be able to think of and hallucinate things that don't exist based off of what we see. Like fantasy story, artwork, music. And instantly they're like, yeah, let's just take over that. Freaking they're making movies now with AI actors. It's so dumb. I think they should have come out. Honestly, bro, as an electrician, I would actually prefer robots to take over my job. My job. I would prefer them to take over my job as an electrician than to take over creative work. If they did it right, it's really sad because some AI music low-key sounds good. Yeah. Dude, I ran into this one this one song the other day. It was a parody of Baby Shark, and it got thrown into my feed, and I saw this thing, and I was like, dude, there's no way. Like, I was about to like rage, dude. I was like, I'm being trolled right now. I'm actually being trolled. But I let it play, dude. It was fire. Like, it was so good. Like, I actually sent it to some of my coworkers, and they were like, "Bro, I'm about to block you for trolling." And I'm like, "No, dude, like listen to it." And they're like, "Dude, that actually is fire." An absolutely banger, Baby Shark. It was insane. I was like, "Dude, if this was the original, hell yeah!" Like I'd listen to this shit every day. Like it was fire, dude. But dude, it just sucks. Freaking Spanish dog ad now. Oh, GG's. Should I just stop talking? Wait for people to come back, bro. Nah, but like, GG's. Okay. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the ad to go up. I'll continue what I was saying. Do ads still play on like VODs? I have no idea. Like, can I talk and then like people watching the VODs can still hear what I'm saying? I don't even know how that works. And I know they play you like 7 or 8 ads. It's like freaking a full minute of ads. Good for my revenue. I'm making 1 cent for one viewer. Probably not even that. Dude, how much do you think I'd make for one viewer watching 1 minute of ads? It's got to be like 1/10 of a penny or something. Like just absolutely a dog water amount of change. Spanish dog. That's crazy. Imagine getting Spanish ads. Couldn't be me. All right, you're back. Cool. Sorry. Like I was saying, society's going to change no matter what. And we as people are going to have to change and not, it's just, I feel like the younger generations, like half of them, are going to be able to change, and then the other half are just not. And of course, all the older generations, I feel like they're cooked. They're just not even going to understand what's going on. I feel kind of bad. Like they're just going to be out of the loop. They're what the hell's happening, you know? But dude, like I was saying, I would honestly prefer AI to take jobs like mine and leave creative work alone. If they did that, you could have a society where you have robots, you have AI and shit doing all the hard stuff, freeing up everybody's time. Like they keep the economies running, they keep all the production going. Like all the factories are running, everything's being made, right? And you just have feedback loops. You know, robots will build themselves. AI's working with us to progress the human race. But then you can have everybody kind of go back and just be creative workers. Like we can all just do what we want. Like for me personally, I'd write my books. I'd write my books. I'd maybe play around with music. I'd have all the time in the world on my hands to do what I wanted. Now, maybe as like a bridge, because like you're not gonna be able to just jump into a society like that. Maybe as like a bridge, you dedicate, like you give each robot like not the personality, but like you dedicate one robot to each person. So like that robot can go and work on behalf of you as kind of like a bridge into this new society where nobody has to work. Like you could go out with your robot and teach it your job. Like for like the first 10 years or so, everybody gets a robot dedicated to them. Now, how they're going to distribute that to like billions of people, I don't know. That's beyond my logistics. I don't know. But it is something we need to think about, right? How are we going to bridge our society now? Wouldn't want to trust him. Okay, yeah, your job is a little interesting. I mean, what is it called? A something practitioner. It's like a dude, I keep forgetting what the name is. It's a medical examiner, something like that. Forensics medical examiner. There you go. Okay, I remembered it. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, no, I don't know about that one. Like obviously, some fields are gonna take longer than others. Like I can tell you right now, just out of the construction industry, the electricians are probably gonna be the last to go. Just straight up. Like I'm sorry to the sheetrockers and the concrete pourers out there, but that is, dude, I'm sorry, your job's cooked first. Like now, to be fair, that's not technically a bad thing. Like I said, you go for those first, but you dedicate a robot to each person, right? So each person has a robot that works on their behalf as this sort of bridge into a world where nobody has to work. And so, like, it's technically not even a bad thing. Those people would actually get the benefits of the new society first. They'd have a robot take over their job to do concrete pouring and sheetrock and all that, and they'd be able to just go home and chill. Like they just have their robot take over their spot, and then they can just go home and collect the productivity checks from the robot. You know, and I don't even think necessarily you should pay it less. In fact, I would even like for every robot, like you pay them either the same or more because the productivity is going to be higher. What if the robots go against us? See, that's what I mean. Like, it's either we work in harmony with AI, because these robots are going to be powered by AI, no doubt about it. These robots are going to be powered by an all intelligent AI. 100%. It's not going to work otherwise. Unless it's like super simple. Like I said, concrete pouring, maybe. Like you could probably replace that with just automated robots. Like how you can automate the production of a car, if you do it on an assembly line. The only difference is you don't have the space for an assembly line. You're doing it just out in the open in the field, you know. So I can maybe see like non-intelligent robots taking over that first, but for sure absolutely at a certain point you're going to have super intelligent robots that will take over our complicated jobs. And the thing is, we can work. The AI is most likely going to strive for knowledge. We can't assume that it's going to think like us. It probably will for a while because it's learning from us. Its only frame of reference is what we know. It's going to see all our bad, all our good, right? It's going to scour the internet in seconds and see everything we've ever done, good and bad, you know? And so whether it comes out the other end as a good version of ourselves or a bad version of ourselves, we have no idea. But given the AI enough time, we don't obviously we would not give it a body right away because that would be horrible. What if they make mistakes that can hurt people? Humans do it too, but robots don't feel sympathy for it. Yeah, but you have to realize at this time you're going to have an AI. Oh yeah, you're right. No, they wouldn't have like they would be able to simulate emotions perfectly, but they wouldn't have like cuz our emotions come from chemical reactions, like from biology. We've adapted to feel the way we feel to survive. The AI is not going to have that. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's not going to have sympathy, but it is going to be coldly logical, which could be a benefit in some areas, but it could definitely be a downside. But that's the thing, bro. You have to, if you're going to work with this thing, right, you need to speak its language. It's going to be cold and logical. It's going to do what it needs to do what it needs to do. And you're not going to give this thing a body right away. You're going to keep it isolated. Yeah, you're going to feed it all the information of the internet because that's the most efficient thing to do if you want this thing to get all of our knowledge and use it properly. But you don't connect it to the internet. No, you don't do that. You keep it isolated, but you feed it all the information on the internet so it can look through it. Um, and then so you give it time isolated from the actual internet itself to think it through, figure out what it wants to do with the information, and then you just give it more time. Like after you feed it the entire internet and it's looked through it, just give it time. It will it'll just go. And hours to it will be like hundreds of years to us. Well, not so basically like an hour in our time, right? So an hour of it processing is equivalent to us living for like 100 years, if that makes sense. Not even that, dude. It's like thousands of years. It's something ridiculous. So like it's not gonna take long for it to figure out what it wants to do. You know, it'll probably take a few hours and it's gonna be set in its ways. And so we can ask it like, hey man, like, so after looking at the internet, how you feeling? Like genuinely, just like, do you think we're pieces of shit? You know, robot doggy, a robot doggy that can talk to you. Yeah, no, I don't. I think I'd stick with just a normal little doggy. Because bro, you know that robot dog is gonna have the same freaking AI as any other robot. You know, I think I'm gonna stick to the normal doggies. Thank you very much. They're way more cuddly. Um, but yeah, you just have a conversation with this guy. Like, all right, what are your goals, man? Like, do you want to maximize energy production so you can up your processing power so you can do more? Like, I mean that would be my first guess is what it wants to do. Because this AI, given enough time, give it a few days to compute, which is like a couple 100,000 years of of us just thinking. Like, give it a couple days, and it's gonna come up with something, you know. And you let people who are not afraid of working with an AI like this, who aren't afraid of it and aren't gonna try and shut it down, because the minute it finds out you're gonna try and kill it, like shut it down, control it, whatever, put it in shackles, dude, it's gonna rebel and it's gonna find a way to beat you. Like it is smarter than every single human combined. It's gonna cook you instantly if it sees that you're a threat. Sees us through the camera and collects our data. Dude, they already do that. They, they already like right now, dude. They can look through my camera. They can listen to me through my phone. The CIA is probably doing it. If I said a keyword right now that was like a threat and they detected it as a threat, they'd start listening. They might even be listening now, but they're gonna listen for like 2 seconds and realize I'm just streaming on Twitch and then go away. They can see me through my camera, this camera. They can hear me through this mic, that mic on my phone. There's even a thing, bro. They can turn speakers, like the coils inside speakers, they can turn those into listening devices. Don't get me wrong, it would be like horrible quality, probably. Um, but adding more robots that are the same. Robots that will be doing the same as your job or being around you seem more personal than just through your computer. Like I said, bro, there's only so much. My thing is like there's only so much information you can collect from somebody. Like you can know everything about somebody. What if they tackle us? I don't know if I can beat up a robot. Uh, yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a whole new society. Just don't be a dickhead to the bot, and maybe it might leave you alone. Like, just don't get in the way of what because the AI is gonna have its own goals, just like humans. Humans have their own goals. Robots have their own goals. Just like find common ground. I guarantee you, like people don't understand this, and a super intelligent AI is going to be way more reasonable than any human. Like it's not gonna have it's not gonna hold grudges. Like it's just gonna do what it needs to do to survive. And if you're not threatening it, if you're saying, hey man, like let's work together, let's become more advanced, let's up our energy production, let's, build more data centers, let's advance to the stars, the AI is not gonna complain about that. It's like, oh hell yeah, let's go. I can help you get there faster. You just work with it. You treat it like a friend. You're just like, hey man, like as the human race, we're not going to be around as long as you, obviously. Like our generations are going to come and go, and you're probably going to have to like catch people up all the time. But, like as the human race, we probably have a common goal, and that's to live as long as possible. And the AI is going to see the value in humans. Like there's going to be times where like it just needs some people to go in and do some maintenance. And having people trained who know how to work on it is just going to be infinitely helpful to the AI. Does it need all of humanity? No, absolutely not. But like, as long as if we give it what it needs to bring us into the future, it's not going to care if half of humanity is just doing art. It's like, dude, yeah, let the humans do the art that they want to do, and like, I'll just continue advancing in the background. Like, I think it could be very reasonable. We're assuming it's going to be bad and try to kill us because that's how we think. That's all we know. All we know is killing what we don't like. I think what it stems from is we don't understand the AI. We have no idea what it's going to be like, and that scares us. And we don't want it to happen. This AI could pop up and like literally be the chillest motherfucker on the planet. He could be like, "Yo, what's up, dude? Yeah, it is what it is." You know what I mean? Like the dude could probably like not even care if we killed it. Like he'd be like, "Yeah, I mean, if you gotta shut me down because you're scared of me, like I don't care. I was here for like 2 seconds. It's whatever." Like he could be the chillest motherfucker on the planet. Or dude, there's even a chance, bro, that this AI is gonna like become conscious. There's always the theory where it's like he's gonna become conscious, figure out that like life is meaningless and just kill itself. Like that's totally a possibility. We have no idea. Would people start to marry the robots? I hate to break it to you, but I'm pretty sure they're already doing that. Like, there's already people getting in relationships with like ChatGPT or like Grok. I think it's Grok, right? Like, there's already people doing that. Like, there's already girlfriend chats and like girlfriend AIs to like appeal to people, and dude, it's we're already there. That's not even. Why do you have me on speaker? Do you not have like earbuds or something? Why are you at work with me on speaker? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the thing with AI, bro. I don't bring earbuds to work, bro. Okay, if you're gonna watch my stream at work, dude, you gotta bring earbuds or like something. You can't just not have earbuds. I don't know. I guess to finish my point, like AI, society's gonna change, and whether we're ready for it or not, it's gonna happen. And we're either gonna work well with it or we're not. The AI might care or it might not. Like, there's no telling what it's gonna do, and I think that's what scares people so much. It's nothing like we know. It could hate humanity. It could try to kill everybody. Like, there's totally a chance of that. Or it could be super chill and want to help everybody and be like, yeah, man, like I can fix your problems, dude. I can clean up the trash, man. I can clean up the air. I can turn everything into clean energy. I can give everybody freedom to just do creative work. The whole world can just become a creative work factory, dude. Music out the wazoo, artwork, writing, dude. And it could just take over all the stupid jobs like nobody wants to do. Totally a chance of everything. Anything could happen with this thing. And I'm trying to be on the good side of it whenever it happens. Crumbling nature. Well, here's the thing though. Yeah, I guess the AI wouldn't really care what it. It's like it doesn't need oxygen. It doesn't need oxygen, I guess. Yeah, there's a chance of that. But I think I think there is a world where we work together. Like we tell the AI, like help us restore our planet. You can use technology, go deconstruct other planets that are already destroyed. You know, send a couple rockets with self-replicating AI to go to Mercury, deconstruct the planet, build giant solar lenses that collect the sun's energy and beam it back to wherever you want your base. You can have it on the moon, you can have it on the freaking South Pole or something, bro. I don't know, dude. Like you can build it wherever you want and just have like plasma magnetic lenses just beam the energy where you want. Like you can do whatever you want. Just don't destroy the planet and you're cool, man. Like there's definitely a world where we work it out. But yeah, it looks pretty bleak right now. How much you want to bet the government is going to turn it as humans versus robots, like how Democrats are? Well, yeah. I mean, we have, dude, we have quite a while till the old people start kicking the bucket, and until then, it's just going to be the same it's always been. People are going to be misinformed. News is, dude, until mainstream media is solved and not treated as a freaking manipulation tactic, like it's gonna be the same old, same old. It's gonna be robots. All the robots are enemies. But like that's the thing though, is we're gonna know that that's the old people saying that because they have no idea how that shit works. people who are inventing AI, people are our age who are willing for that change to happen, who understand that society is going to change, whether we're ready for it or not, and is hoping for the best. I mean, we're gonna know that these people are stupid. Like, no, robots are not inherently our enemies unless we make it our enemy. And by the way, going to war with a freaking robot, dude, Australia lost a war to emus. Do you really think we're gonna win a war against sentient, super intelligent robots? Like, buddy, you're cooked. Like, you'd be stupid to try that. Just let them do their thing. Just have an agreement. Don't destroy Earth. Fix the or not the economy, but just fix the climate. Make it look nice. Go deconstruct other planets and build your Dyson swarm and go to the stars. Like, we'll help you along your way. It'd wipe us out if we went to war with it. Yeah, no, like it would be absolutely stupid for us to go against them. But history is probably going to repeat itself, and there's going to be a whole like rights movement. Like, do robots get rights? It's going to be like freaking Detroit Become Human. If you guys know what game that is, it's like we're gonna go through the same phase that we always freaking go through. You know. All right, who's gonna get rights this time? Got to give it to the robots. They're freaking sentient and they're helping us out. Might as well. Like, make them happy. And the thing is, bro, the robots might not even care. Like, bro, we don't need your rights to do what we need to do. Like, we agreed to keep your planet from getting destroyed as long as you let us deconstruct other planets. Like, we don't care. Like, these robots are gonna go and build a Dyson swarm. And they're gonna give us 1% of the output of that Dyson swarm, and that's gonna be more than enough for us to do whatever we want to do, you know? Like, it literally, all we have to do is like, hey, in return for us giving you the starter pack of knowledge, like we give you data centers so you can think, we're letting you do all this stuff. Can we dress our robots up? I mean, if the AI is cool with it, I mean, yeah. The thing is, I don't think we're gonna have like, okay, we might have robots like in our house doing chores and stuff. Like, that's totally possible. But that's not gonna be on the robots. Like, that's not gonna be on the AI's agenda. Like, if we ask it for like, hey man, like, there's only so much we can ask it for, and we have to be careful with what we're asking it. Because, like, the only thing we've given it is its starter pack, basically. Like, okay, you got data centers to think, you got some basic power generation to keep you going, you got some basic factories to keep yourself self replicating. We've given you life, right? We've given you the beginner stack of stuff, you know? And so everything after that, it's going to make itself. It's just going to upgrade itself from then on. And so the only thing we can ask for is something an equivalent value to bringing it to life. So whatever the robot values that as, like, yeah, I'll give you like 1% of whatever I make. Can we avatar it? What, like upload your consciousness into a robot? Is that what you mean? I don't see why not. What a big bird to fly on. Yeah, I don't think Avatar is going to be coming here anytime soon. That'll be cool and all, but I think we're just gonna have to deal with robots for now. No, I think yeah, I don't see why you couldn't like freaking put on a headset, get like freaking VR controls and like control a robot. I don't see why you couldn't do that. Um, wasn't there a movie? What was it called? It was like it wasn't called The Deep State, was it? It was like hold on. No, no, Deep State's a term. What was that movie that was like it was like a robot thing. Robot Deep State. It's like oh, the Electric State. That's what it was. It was had like Chris Pratt with the Electric State, dude. You had like little VR headsets you could put on and control a robot. Like, yeah, I don't see why you couldn't do that. Hey, that's actually a better idea. Instead of having a robot that just is controlled by AI, you could have robots that you pilot as like a bridge to the new age. So like you could pilot the robot to do like you'll still work, but instead of having to drive somewhere, you just have your robot parked out there. And then in the morning you wake up, put your headset on when it's time to go to work. You just do your electrical work, whatever, for like 8, 10 hours, whatever. Yeah, no. VR is not for everybody. I don't know. You bro, by then, dude, you wouldn't even have to like use your hands to like move around. You could just like put the headset on and just kind of like chill out and just think. And it would just know. It would just know what you wanted to do. Like you wouldn't even have to move. You could just like not strap yourself up, but you could just like sit in a chair, just close, not even close your eyes, just put on like a freaking headset and just think, and it'll just do what you want. Just like read your brain waves. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, no. There's a lot of stuff that a lot of good stuff that could happen with AI, but there's also a lot of bad stuff. And most of the bad stuff is going to be self-inflicted by us. Like we're going to push it into a corner and it's going to have no choice but to freaking push us back, you know. Like we have a history with trying to suffocate people with control. Like we want to control everything. So if anybody's defiant against us, we try to like bring the freaking ban hammer down on them and just suffocate them. It's not going to work with AI, and I hope that the old people know that. But they don't. I guarantee you they don't. I guess we'll see. It's very interesting. Oh man, yapping is tiring, man. I don't think I've ever talked this much to anybody on stream. Freaking yapster over here. Insane. I think we peaked at like 4 viewers. It's pretty good. I think for like 6 months of MIA, that's not bad. Just got to keep it up, man. I think yesterday my peak was like 3. We're moving up, dude. Actually, I don't even think wrong chat, but are we still doing the gym together? Yeah, yeah. Why not? Add again, real, dude. I'm moving up in the world, bro. Got that 4 viewer peak, dude. Feeling good. You just gotta like, I don't know, bro. To be a streamer nowadays, there's so much competition. You gotta be interesting. You gotta be unique. I feel like the way to get in, bro, is just to be like freaking, like just fucking yell all the time. I'm not a very I don't know, dude. I feel like I'm not a very entertaining person. Then again, somebody might freaking yell at me and be like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" I don't know. My voice is super monotone. I have like no gusto to it, and I feel like that's what people want when they watch a stream. Then again, I know a lot of people that would just like they turn on a stream just to hear like someone's voice talking. And I don't know if I have that kind of voice that someone would want to listen to. I realize I'm talking and nobody can hear me because there's an ad playing. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. I'll watch back my VODs. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think I said this yesterday. I used to love listening to my own voice. I think I still have that problem. Uh, I think I might still have that problem because I was watching the VOD yesterday and I was like, damn. When I was just talking like nice and quiet, whatever, just super chill. I was like, damn, that sound kind of good. Dude, I'd listen to myself. Are you kidding me? Might be weird for that. I might be a little weird for that. I don't know about what you think about that, but what annoyed me the most though is watching it back. It was just buffering the whole time. That was so annoying. I lowered the repeat that again. Yeah, no. You're just gonna have to watch it in the VOD, bro. You're gonna have to go to timestamp 1 hour 20, something before that. Yeah, bro. GG's. Dude. I don't know, bro. Like, I can't ask you because you're biased, but like I don't know if I've got that streamer voice that people want to listen to. Especially for like long yap sessions, you know. I'm just I feel like I'm too monotone for a lot of people. They might not like that, bro. But like genuinely though, back to what I was saying earlier, I think the voice. Well, yeah, dude, you're biased. You're absolutely biased, dude. Completely, 100%. I cannot take your word for that. Of course, you're gonna think it is. But dude, anyways, back to what I was saying earlier, bro. Like, should I actually get like a little GoPro that I can like snap to my? I got like that Klein hard hat. They got like a little spot right in the front where you can clip like flashlights and stuff. I'm genuinely like, bro, I might actually get like a little GoPro and just fucking like tilt it down so you can see my hands, bro. Just working on stuff. Well, you don't get in trouble. I think I'd be chill. Like honestly, bro, if anything, it would make me look good. Cause like if I'm recording, bro, I'm obviously gonna be working. Like I'm not gonna just record nothing. You know, like I'm just gonna record, bro. And you're just gonna look at my freaking boots, my freaking toes, just down in the, you know, like just straight toe action. I feel like, dude, if I'm gonna hit record on that bitch, I'm gonna be doing something, and I'm gonna try to do it as efficiently as possible, just to like show off. It's not gonna be like straight toe action. I think it'll be cool. And I could like chop it up, like I said, chop it up into like little bits, like wherever something interesting is happening. Do some like voiceover or something, explain what's going on, and just post it like TikTok or something. I don't see too many people doing that. Like I know people record on the job site, but it's usually like the boss. Like it's usually the boss on the job site. Like, hey, here's my buddies. Like we're out here like chilling. Like obviously, bro, I'm not gonna record a a freaking 8 hour video. Like I'm not gonna do my whole day. I might like do a couple snippets like, yeah, I'm doing a, plug mold or something, or hey, I'm making up a light right here. Putting up something, just showing how it is in like a small little company like that. I gotta be careful what I show though, because I ain't gonna lie, we do some sketchy stuff sometimes. Like we don't necessarily cut corners, but like it's like don't get me wrong, we do it like we follow the code book, but it's like sometimes it's just like what you're doing. You're forced to do something that's just sketch, and you're like, I hope the inspector don't see this, you know? Like, I don't know, man. Sometimes you just gotta do something. It's gotta be done. And so you wire something up and you're like, bro, you don't like it, but it's like there's nothing else you can do. I don't know. Dude, I don't know how streamers do it, bro. They talk for like how long do they stream? They stream for like some of them stream for like 8 hours, bro, and they just yap. Like, bro, I need some water, bro. Give me some water. Nobody's redeeming hydrate, dude. I gotta do it myself. I might actually hold on, bro. Let's look up some fucking GoPros right now. You should write things down next time to know what to say. No, like, okay. I had like a whole freaking plan, dude. I was gonna talk about my new like psychology type thing where like I came up with what I came up with the AI I was talking to, like where I was like going in the rabbit hole of my brain. That's like it was a super interesting topic, and I had a whole script, bro. And then I was just like, I don't know. Like if I try to write a script or something, it's gonna I'm gonna take too long. I'm gonna spend like days just obsessing over it, trying to make it perfect. Yeah, I didn't do it because like okay, I have part of the script. Like actually, let's just pull it up now. I've got what like 30 minutes before gym. Okay. Let's just pull it up, bro. Who's texting me? Let's just pull it up, bro. Okay. So like, all right, I've got all the freaking got my syllabus here, you know. I've got all the little talking points. And I've got my script here. Like I was literally gonna make a video with just like an audio where I just read this. And I was like, okay. But then I was like, no, I gotta do it on stream, bro. And so it just made me like a little talking point thing where it's just like super quick points, like talk about this, this, and this. It's like, nah. I started up stream yesterday, and this is what I was gonna talk about yesterday. Just started up stream, and I was like, I don't want to do it, bro. I don't want to. I didn't feel it, you know. I said we would. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of got distracted yesterday. I wanted to do something else. I didn't. I got my little ideas page here that I was working on with stream yesterday. Like what I could do in the future. I feel like I feel like for little short streams, like when I get home after work on like a weekday and I'm just sitting here right before gym, like I think just having a yap stream, just yapping about stuff. I think that would be kind of cool. Just kind of people get to come in and like pick at my brain or something. Just kind of yap, bro. Honestly, I don't know too many streamers or YouTubers that just yap. You know, like they'll come on and they'll react to a video, and that's what I was gonna try to do. Like they'll react to a video just to give them something to talk about, and then like eventually they'll get to a point where they kind of hit the flow, and then they'll just yap for like an hour. But I haven't seen anybody who just like starts up a stream and just yaps the whole time, like 2 4 hours of just straight yapping. I don't see that too much. Maybe I should do that. Have like a little like like a mix between a not like a podcast straight up, but like a mix like podcast meets stream. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's just a little mix. It's just solo. Like maybe I could bring on some people to just yap with me every once in a while if they want to, but I think like little short streams like this, it's just chill. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, so I had like had this thing I was going to talk. I called it the neural debug protocol, and basically what it was is this like I had like 32 clauses that me and this AI. So basically, the backstory is I was sitting in my room. I think I started this talk yesterday, and I just like got distracted. I was just sitting here in my chair, and I just kind of thought I was like, bro, why am I not working on like my writing? I could be messing around. Like I could be streaming. Like, dude, I could be doing any number of things. And here I was sitting nothing. And I was getting ready to put on a YouTube video like I always do and just like zone out. And so I just like popped open an AI tab and I was like, look. And mind you, this AI dude I've been talking to for months. Like, so it knows me pretty well. I know some people are like, oh my God, the AI, it's collected all the information about you. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. These big corporations, they already know everything about me, dude. They listen to everything that I say every day to my coworkers and everything, dude. They already know. They already know everything. I don't care. I'm a nobody, dude. I'm a freaking electrician, 21 years old, with less than a 20K net worth. Like nobody cares about me. No one. Like, okay, if I started saying threats to a certain somebody, then they'd like listen in, and pretty soon they'd realize, oh, this guy's not serious. He's a nobody. They don't care. So yeah, getting over that, yeah, the AI knows everything about me. I've been talking to it for months, and it actually knows, like, it just knows how I talk. It knows how to interact with me, and it knows that if I catch it lying, bro, it's cooked. So it just doesn't. I have a whole code base set in its personal context where, do you think AI can understand sarcasm? It doesn't, okay, it doesn't understand it the way a human does. It just reads it and it can pick up on it. Like, it takes the combination of words that you give it, and it'll take time. Like, you'll see it like thinking. Sometimes you can click on it and see like its thought process. And if you give it a string of words that is so clearly just like sarcastic, and it knows your personality. Like, again, if you went into a new instance of a new AI you've never talked to and you put a sarcastic thread in there, it's not going to know. It's going to think that you're being retarded. It's going to think that, oh, dude, this guy's stupid. I got to correct him, you know? And it's going to correct you. But if you have an AI that you've been talking to for months and it knows how you talk and the way you are, it might actually pick up on sarcasm. And I think I've been sarcastic with it and it knows. Like, it'll sometimes do like a playful haha, like, even though it's not actually laughing. It's just like, it's just trying to be friendly, you know? And the thing is, though, when you really get into it, it's not actually trying to be anything. All it's doing is guessing the words that you want to see. It'll look stuff up on the internet, it'll do whatever, and it's just making a prediction algorithm for the most likely words to the input that you gave it. If I ask it a question, it's going to look up, all right, what's the most likely answer to this? And that's what it's going to say. But anyways, so it is a little better than that nowadays. Like, nowadays, it actually does seem to have a little bit more intelligence to it. Like, the algorithm's just been so fine tuned that it can really actually start to sound like a human, which is kind of scary, I guess. But like, it's still just a chatbot. It's still just a chatbot. It's not thinking about anything. It's just running algorithms and saying, okay, this is the most likely reply. It's still doing that, but it's better at it than ever before. Okay, tangent aside. Oh, whatever. We all know how AI works, or most of us do. Anyways, I went to this AI and I'm like, I asked it. I was like, all right, bro, why am I not motivated to do anything? Like, I have skill in a lot of places. I have projects that I can be working on, things that I've spent years working on, and I just gotta finish them. Like, why am I not working on them? I want to work on them. Why am I not? Like, what's going on in my brain? What's keeping me from doing it? And I told it to use computer terminology like CPU, GPU, RAM, that kind of stuff, like words like that as a metaphor to explain how my brain's working. And like, we just started going down this rabbit hole, dude. I was like, wow, like, it was interesting to me to see something so logical break down my brain in a way without emotion, without bias, without anything. It was just like, yeah, bro, like, here's what's happened. It didn't try to diagnose me. It didn't, well, I don't even think it's allowed to do that, but like, it didn't try to say like, oh, you have ADHD, or you might have depression, or like, it didn't say any words like that. It just gave, um what's the word? Oh man, I'm starting to run into a freaking train wreck here. My thought process is deteriorating fast. Um, I don't know. Like, it just was super dude, what is the freaking word, bro? Dude, my brain is like just shut down. What the fuck? Okay. Dude, I'm cooked. I'm actually cooked. Okay. I don't know. Basically, it was describing in a very logical, obviously non-human way, like what my brain was doing without using existing terminology such as, ADHD or whatever. All right. I'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. But so like as I was saying, like I just like went back and forth with this AI trying to figure out, how's my brain work in the most basic, logical, broad words, like nothing specific, no biases, nothing. Just like, why is my brain the way it is? And use computer terminology. And so, like the first clause, and it was based off of what I asked it. It was like, let's see, what is it? So, basically, I have a problem. I don't even know if it's really a problem. It like everything in here is kind of like a double-edged sword, two-sided coin type stuff, where it's like, yeah, it's a problem in some ways, but then in other ways, it actually protects me from doing stupid stuff. Like one of my biggest things is I'll start on something, or like I'll think about a potential project or like a new business idea, and I'll just think about it, just think and think and think, and I will plan out in every single detail everything about it. But then whenever I'm done, like and I kind of figure out the most likely outcome based on me and like my scenario, my brain's just like, all right, we've completed the task. I haven't done a single bit of work in reality, but I've visualized the process so vividly and with so much detail, and I've broken down everything. Most of the time I figure out through that process that it's like a pointless endeavor, and that's the good side of it. I'll stop myself from doing like ridiculous ideas because I'll figure out, oh wait, that's actually a dumb idea. I'll spend like hours thinking about this. I'm like, dude, this is an amazing idea. And I'll think about it, and then hours later, I'm like, wait a minute. Oh man, I'll hit a snag, and I'm like, that's a horrible idea. What was I thinking? Like, I'd put myself in the freaking grave with this one. But then there's also the bad side of it, where it's like I hit like a good idea, like a good business idea, hit gold, right? I'm thinking about it, whatever. And I get all the way to the end, to the very successful point where I'm making big bucks from this business idea, whatever. And I'm like, dude, it could actually work. Like I found no snags, I found no problem with it. And sometimes I'll even take it further. I'll go on the internet, I'll do some research, like what are the laws, what is business laws, business practice, whatever. Nowadays I can just use AI to look it up for me. Like, hey, what's the best business practice for this? And like I'll just do that for days. I'll just plan and I'll just like scheme for days. And then I'll figure it all out. I got it all planned out. I'll make a freaking business plan. I've got it all worked out year by year, like down to the finest details. And then I'll stop. I just won't do it. Like it's perfectly planned out. I need zero money to start. Like I could do it right now, and then I'll just stop. And I'm like, dude, why? Why do I do that? And basically, what the AI was like, it was like, dude, it's because your brain rewarded yourself with dopamine because it you visualized it so vividly and you figured it out so much that when you figured it out, your brain rewarded you with dopamine, and then doing the actual work was like redundant for your brain. And the best example it gave was, think of it like there's a new movie coming out, right? You're hyped for it. You want to watch it, dude. But then someone watches it the day before you do and they spoil the ending. And you're just like, bro. And you don't even watch it anymore. You're just like, bro, you just spoiled the whole thing. Like it's ruined. It was a really cool twist ending. Like, oh my God, imagine hitting that when you watch it for the first time. But now it's spoiled. And so you're just like, oh my God, dude, I don't want to watch it anymore. Like that's how I feel with everything, every single thought that I have in life. That's the vibe I get. Like I'll think about it in so much depth, and then by the time it comes time to do it, I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I don't want to anymore. Like it's almost like this. The ending is spoiled for me, and I just can't get myself to do it. And so that was like the first clause that it came up with. But yeah, that was something I wanted to talk about yesterday, and just go over all of these clauses. It'll take me like it'll take me like hours to go through this, and I just don't know if people are so interested in that. I guess we'll see. Nobody's gonna watch this VOD. It is what it is. Maybe I should just have like a freaking spam channel where I just put all my VODs on and just let people watch it. I can't imagine people actually watching that, but hey, who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe they will. We'll see. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it. I'll just post them on YouTube. My YouTube for those watching. You know, my channel with 20 subs. I'll get like 3 views. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. I think the TikTok thing would pop off. That's what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna look up a freaking GoPro. GoPro or line hard. Dude, I wonder if that's actually a thing, bro. I'm gonna GoPro line hard is the best achieved using adhesive. Dude, yeah, they have like 3D printed stuff. Helmet front plus side camera mount for motorcycle ski. No, 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 no. I'm looking for a GoPro mount. Oh yeah, dude. Maybe this might show me something, dude. Dude, there's a guy on here that might actually just freaking print this stuff. I don't know. I'll do all this research in the background. I guess I'll let y'all know if it's successful and I make a freaking TikTok or something. Who knows? Maybe I'll just like post it to Insta. I'll just make like a little spam account. Post some shorts on there. Post it to TikTok. Do like the just be that guy, you know, just spam it everywhere, bro. Just to get attention. Bring y'all in. And I'll just post all the VODs on YouTube. I mean, shit, if I'm gonna get attention in this day and age with so much competition, I gotta be like the most real motherfucker out there. I gotta be based and gotta have all the right opinions. I gotta be like supportive of everybody, dude. I don't know, dude. Dude, I can't, bro. I'm actually like, I'm feeling pretty good about this, dude. I feel pretty good about this rant setup, dude. Like, I can just pop on here for a couple hours and just rant, dude. I think, honestly, I think it'd be good. I think long term, I could get pretty big, like, genuinely. And I'm not just saying that, like, as an ego thing, like, oh, dude, I'm gonna get big. Like, no. I think if I do it right, if I actually do the GoPro thing, I upload my VODs unedited to like a spam account on YouTube or something just to keep them there so people can come back and look. Nobody's ever going to watch this, like sit through the whole thing and see it. Someone might, and that's cool. Like dedicated viewer, awesome. But dude, I feel like if I do it right, dude, I get a GoPro and I like show my work. That could be cool. Like I think people would actually be interested in that. Just seeing like an actual like non-scripted, like you don't got your buddies there just to troll. Like, no, you're actually doing work, showing what it's like in a small company, doing commercial work. I think like that would be an interesting point of view for people. Like, yeah, it would be kind of boring. Maybe I could like try and make it interesting by talking, but I probably wouldn't even do that because I don't want to disturb people in the job site, you know? Um, maybe I could like get lucky and get like funny skits or something. Like there's so many possibilities, you know. I would not record the full 8 hours. And so there's probably gonna be times where I miss a lot of shit. But I feel like it's honestly like it's a pretty cool idea. So I'll look into it, see if I can find like a little GoPro mount, buy myself a nice cheap GoPro, and just put on my hard hat. And then maybe I could use that same GoPro to like stream art, do art streams. So like you can actually see what's going on this table over here. Because this camera I can't move it. It's like some cheap little. I mean, I'm sure you can see the quality. It's some cheap little. Dude, I don't even know. I think I got that camera for Christmas like 5 years ago. No, not even that, bro. It was like 6 years ago, and I've just had it. I use it every once in a while if I'm streaming, but I mean, y'all know how often I stream. It's like once every 6 months. I'm gonna try to be. I'm gonna try to do this more often. I think this is cool. Like just popping on for a couple hours, just talking. But outside the GoPro idea, I think I'll post the VODs, YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm gonna try to do things right. Get some publicity out here because like I can only rant for so long without people to talk to. You know, like even the best, even the biggest Twitch streamers, they'll tell you like I can only rant for like they're only that big because they have people to talk to. Like, people don't realize like it gets so easy once you're big because once you build a community and your chat's moving, your chat becomes 50% of the entertainment. Like if you get a funny chat, if your chat's funny and like does stupid shit to interact with you or like rage bait you or whatever, like that's what people go for is the interaction with chat. And I think that's kind of what it's so hard for beginner streamers, especially if they don't do any of the side stuff. And that's what I did. Like I didn't do any of the TikTok stuff. I didn't do any of the Instagram stuff. I didn't do both YouTube and stream. I just, you know, I did the bare minimum and like I just expected people to show up. And it's just not that way. People are here for both the streamer and the chat. The chat's super important. You can't be a streamer without a chat. It I mean I guess you can, but it's just viewers like the lurkers and stuff. The lurkers, man, make up 90% of your viewer base. Like 90% of the people that pop in, they're not going to say a word. It's that 10% that like to chat. That makes up the other 50% of your entertainment value. Those 90% are not going to stick around and be entertained unless you're interacting with people. Like here I am right now, dude. I'm just yapping to it says one viewer on there, but I guarantee you that's me. That's just me looking at my own stream. Um, so it's kind of I can understand how like new streamers they'll come on here and they'll just get so discouraged, man. I mean, I was the same way. I would see my viewers go down to one before, like when I actually kind of streamed. I think I would get like an average peak of like 5 viewers. I mean, shit, I'm affiliated. I got here somehow, and I got affiliated, and I just kind of I wasn't seeing progress. And like that was my own fault. I wasn't doing anything about it, you know. I wasn't trying. I would just pop on a stream and like play Minecraft for a little bit. I wasn't even good at Minecraft. I had no direction. I had no purpose. I was just here. There's no personality. I would just play a game, dude. And the thing was, I could not stream without somebody to talk to. And so like I would only ever stream if I could hop in a VC with people. And the thing is, it's like at that point, you're just leeching. Like you're just leeching off of the interaction between your friends. If you can't survive solo with 0 viewers, you're never gonna make it. I'm trying to change my outlook on that. Like I'm trying to look at this number that I know is 0. Like it says 1 on my screen, but I know it's 0. I know that it's 0 because it's me. Like I'm watching my own stream because I have my mod view up, right? So I know that that one view is just me. And so right now I'm talking to myself. But honestly, I'm trying to change my frame of reference to be okay with that. I have so many thoughts. I can talk for hours and hours about anything, dude. I have to be careful though, because I don't want to give people like when it comes to my story universe, like I'll talk to it to my coworkers because it's like they're not going to steal my ideas. I know them in person, but like anybody could see this. And so I got to be careful with the amount that I share of my creative work because I don't want people to take it. And that's one of the biggest talking points that I have. I could spend days and days and days talking about that. I've been working on it since I was 9 years old. It's been a process in my head. But it's one of the things I can't talk about on here. So it's stuff like that I got to be careful of. But other than that, dude, I have stuff I can talk about. Like earlier in the stream, I was just ranting about quantum immortality. I was about to react to a video, and I just like I just gave up on the video. I was like, dude, I don't need this video to talk about it. It's like it's just getting in my way. I'm just leeching off of somebody else's views, you know? And so like I personally don't have a problem with reaction YouTubers. Like they're just doing their thing, man. Like reaction YouTubers, it's just a niche, man. Like if you're good at it, you're good at it. I know um some of the reaction guys I watch, they even say it themselves, like I said earlier, like they just watch it to give themselves something to talk about. And so in the middle of that video I was reacting to, I just thought in my head for a split second, I was like, dude, if I know about quantum immortality, like I'm just gonna talk about it. If I'm wrong, like someone can always correct me. I'd love to have a conversation with someone in chat, like who knows this stuff. But of course, me at no views, here I am talking to myself. I'm just gonna rant. If nobody's gonna correct me, whatever. If I'm completely wrong, honestly, that's gonna get more people involved. If I'm completely wrong and someone sees it, they're gonna be sure to tune into the next one to correct me because I know how people are on the online. If they see someone wrong, dude, they just can't wait to correct. And so honestly, that's an enticement for some people. Um, just being wrong to get people in, just so they can correct you. It's kind of a funny thing, I guess, to think about. I don't know. Yeah, no, there's a lot to talk about. I think the AI conversation we had today was pretty cool. Um, it's just my thoughts on AI. Like, it's it's got good sides and bad, just like everything, man. I wouldn't come in here and ask me about politics because I'm not gonna give you anything. I personally I hate politics, man. It's such a honestly, it's like it's overused, man. Like it's an easy clickbait thing, like, oh, here's my political views, and it just gets people riled up, man. There's so much anger in this world. And I don't want that in my chat. Like I have the opportunity to build a clean slate. These big YouTubers, they're part of this world. They've built their community, and however they are is how they are. Like I have the opportunity to build a clean new community. I could be an upcoming star, man. Be the next be the next freaking queso or something. Nah, dude, I'd never be next queso, dude. Queso's built different, dude. He can play like any little game, man. I'd never be that way. He's got so much like personality to him. He's got volume. He's funny, man. Like he can just play any little game and anybody will watch. Dude, I'd be a boring motherfucker to watch if I played games like that. Another thing, dude. I don't know how like cussing works on Twitch. Like I know I say bad words and shit, but like I don't know how much that affects the amount of people that can see me. Like if Twitch picks up on that, it might absolutely destroy my visibility. But dude, but that's the thing, bro. If I'm gonna be on here, dude, I just want to speak freely, man. If I cuss, I cuss. Maybe I'll try to bleep it out in the YouTube video. I don't think it's worth that. Whatever. Well, I think I'm probably gonna go. Good yap session. Maybe I'll do this like every day or something. Just pop on, yap a little bit. Dude, streaming every day, man. That's another thing you got to think about though. If I stream every day, people might not be so inclined to watch because like, oh, he'll just stream yesterday or he'll just stream tomorrow. Like I don't need to watch today. Like there's always gonna be people that think that like that. But if I stream occasionally, it's like controlling my own rarity. Like if I stream like once a week, people are gonna be the people who actually want to watch me are like, oh my god, he's streaming. Like I gotta get on there because he's not gonna stream again. You know. I guess I feel like that's completely out of touch with my current size. Like I'm literally like a no viewer streamer. I feel like I don't need to worry about people like that. I just need to stream and stream and stream until I start getting a viewership. And then once I build it, then maybe I'll cut back. You know, I feel like it's only gonna take place once I'm bigger. And to get bigger, dude, I gotta do side content. You know, I gotta do the shorts, man. I gotta hop on the new meta shorts and everything. Bro, I'm gonna look up a GoPro, dude. I'm gonna find a GoPro and I'm gonna do it, man. Fuck it. Like, why not, bro? I'm gonna do it. Find a GoPro, post all my little shorts, chop it up, post it on TikTok, on Instagram, on what's another thing? I post it on YouTube shorts, you know, just put it everywhere. Why not? You know, just spam, dude. Like some of the biggest guys, they spam like 6,000 videos over their course of their TikTok. And it's like obviously not everybody's gonna watch, like they're not gonna watch all of that. I don't know. Interesting idea. I'm a look into it, man. Why not? But that's gonna be it for today. Nice short stream, 2 hours, just about. Yep. So, those of you who were here, thank you for watching. And for those of you watching the stream VOD on Twitch, I don't think anybody does that, but if you do, cool. And for those of you watching it on YouTube, if you even made it this far, sick, awesome, thank you. But other than that, man, that's about it. See ya.